So recently there's been a story breaking that a 17-year-old girl got kicked out of her prom because the other girl's fathers were staring at her. She was wearing a dress which perfectly fit the regulations. She wasn't dancing, even though the dads claimed she was dancing provocatively, and that she was dressed provocatively, and she got kicked out of the prom for it. The Facebook group that managed the prom had so many negative comments that they just shut the page down. Now, I say this as context because my friend Name recently put up a video entitled A Message to Women, and he said, I'm going to paraphrase this, he said, women who dress immodestly or provocatively or whatever word you choose, women who dress immodestly make his job of being a gentleman harder. Now, Name, you're a good friend, I like you, I don't want you to take this as any sort of insult to you, but your opinion is problematic, and I'm going to explain why. So I've identified 4 reasons that I think this opinion is problematic, and I'm saying this opinion instead of your opinion because I want to disassociate the idea from your having it. I don't want to sort of attack you as a person, I want to criticise the flaws of the opinion which you happen to hold, if that makes sense. I'm trying to be polite about it. 4 reasons, and the reason number 1, it's not the girl's problem how you behave around her. It's entirely your issue, your problem, so it's unfair to blame the girl for your behaviour. Point 2, the way it's phrased, it makes it sound like that being a gentleman is a job or a duty or some sort of mask that you put on when around women, and it's not like how you actually behave. Being a gentleman is not a job or a duty. It is something you are, and it should happen regardless of whether or not the woman is dressed modestly, immodestly, completely fucking naked or whatever. Point 3, in holding this opinion, you are prioritising your comfort in speaking to the woman over the woman's freedom of self-expression. And that's selfish. Right, a woman should dress how she wants regardless of how you feel about it. In the same way, if you're in a school and you point out that that girl should go home because her dress is too short or whatever, you're prioritising the boy's comfort to her education. The 4th one, I think, is more a general point. People dress to invoke a reaction. Like, I'm dressed this way because I feel comfortable about this way of dressing, and I want to express my comfort about it, to an extent. And similarly, not all girls who dress provocatively are interested in you being a gentleman. They don't want to make your job as a gentleman harder, they want to make other things harder. But this is not something to assume. You can only find out that sort of information by talking to the woman respectfully. I mean, this is all my opinion. I'm fully aware that I may be problematic. I'm fully aware that I am not a woman. I'm fully aware that I don't dress particularly eccentrically or provocatively. So I'm going to link to another person's video who is, again, a very good friend of mine and a friend of his, and also is a woman who dresses somewhat eccentrically. I feel like her opinion on this is a lot more valid than my opinion, because I've never experienced anything remotely similar to this. So I'm going to link to her video. I recommend you all go watch it. And yeah, I just felt like I had to say that and put my voice out there. And like, if you say that women who dress a certain way do not deserve respect, then I sincerely suggest you reevaluate your opinions of women. That's all I have to say. DFTBA.